up, guys? It's me again, and I am back with another video. So I actually kind of have a couple of announcements to make at the beginning of this video, and I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm also moving this channel or this segment, this show, whatever you want to call it. I haven't decided on what I want to call it. I don't know. I guess the time we'll come up with whatever description we're going to describe it as. But I am also moving this to a podcast. So I've created a podcast that is called Dare to Be. And that is what the show, segment, whatever is going to be called. So in the podcast, what I intend to do is I intend to make shorter videos. So the videos are going to be short and sweet. So we just cover just the basics of the topic. And sometimes for those topics that tend to go a bit longer or that I have a lot more to talk about there will be extended versions on the podcast. So basically, in summary, the podcast will have whatever we talk about on the channel, and then it will also have extras if there is any extras. So I'm really, really excited about that. The podcast is, like again, I'm going to say it again, is going to be called Dare to Be, and you can just search that wherever, Spotify, podcasts, Apple Podcasts, what's another podcast? SoundCloud. I don't know. All the outlets that basically do podcasts, you can find the podcast, guys. I decided to name the show Dare to Be because I wanted to focus on subjects that allow people to be brave enough to take a look in the mirror and really take a deep look at themselves and become more self-aware versions of themselves. Because I just personally feel like right now, I feel like collectively, just people in general are just becoming more self-aware and awakening. So this is something that I'm just really, really passionate about talking about. And that in itself is a daring act to do, just becoming more self-aware and taking a deep look in the mirror at your own self and discovering yourself, hence the name Dare to Be. So whatever it is you're inspired to do from listening to the show, whether it is daring to be free, daring to be yourself, daring to love yourself, really, because that is actually like the scariest thing that I personally believe that is the scariest thing that anybody could do. Honestly, any human being could ever really do. So and that's what this show, segment, whatever you want to call it, we haven't decided yet, is going to be focused on. And I am so glad to be sharing this with you guys. And looking forward to all the episodes to come and all the topics and interacting with you guys. Like, I'm really excited. Can you tell? I'm so excited. By the way, I should say something real quick. I am not an expert or anything whatsoever. I'm basically just coming to this channel and using my own personal experiences to just kind of shed some light on some things that I have learned or some lessons that they've taught me, and things that have shaped me into who I am today. And I think that these are basically just topics I talk about with my friends or with other people that I connect with wherever around the world, wherever, in whatever space I'm in. And I guess this is just something that people have encouraged me to like talk more about on a, on a platform, because apparently it's really interesting and somehow apparently my knowledge is intrigues people somehow. So I just wanted to say that disclaimer right off the bat because that is one of the reasons why I felt really oftentimes I would like want to start the channel and I would feel like discouraged or whatever fear, because I would just be like, well, why would I talk to people about this? I'm nobody. Like, I don't know, I don't have any qualifications to say that I should be talking about anything to do with this or anything like that. But I feel like I just keep getting pulled to like talk about this and to do this. So I just wanted to put the disclaimer out there for anybody that wants to come at me like, I don't know, it's crazy world out there. So take what resonates for you, and if it doesn't, just leave it there. You don't have to pay any more attention. As soon as you hear it and your gut is telling you, nope, I don't want to hear that, you can feel free to leave it right where you heard it. And okay, so where was I? I was talking about, I feel like in the past year, I have had so many things that have happened to me as far as different kinds of like, how can I explain this? Different kinds of like losses that have happened, and I feel like it all kind of happened all at the same time, and I was just kind of like, why me? Like, why is this happening to me? And I just didn't understand. I was like, what is happening? And I was like really sad. I went through a really tough time trying to understand like what was happening in my life, and I just, well, now looking back in hindsight, like I feel like at the time, like I didn't realize it because I just thought I was so stuck in trying to get the answer of why me? Like, why is this happening to me? That I didn't even see the bigger picture that I guess that was setting me up for. And so now looking back, I kind of look back and I'm like, I'm amazed by basically everything that transpired. So I just feel like that is a good place to start talking about manifesting. And I think that, to be honest, for the longest time, I was actually, just in my life in general, I was manifesting without even knowing it, because I didn't even know what manifesting was. And there were so many things that I would do, like, without even knowing it, because I would think of something and, like, later on, after months have gone by, after days have gone by, or whatever, weeks, years, like that thing would happen, and I would be like, wait a minute, I remember wanting this to happen, and I remember imagining this, envisioning this, and now it's happened. How? Like, I don't understand, like, I would just be like in disbelief, but I didn't even realize that I was manifesting when I was doing it. And I think the reason why I didn't realize, and the reason why like those things actually transpired the way that they did, was probably because I would visualize those things, and then I would just let it go. You know, I would visualize it, I'd be like, oh, that's nice, I would really like that, and then I would let it go. I wouldn't put any pressure on it, nothing, I wouldn't think too hard on it, and then it would just happen, and I would find myself constantly doing things to lead myself to get that thing to happen, which is basically what manifesting is. And it's funny that I say that, because now that I know about manifesting, I think that sometimes I have a hard time with letting go, because now I know. So I know, like, oh, I put that out to the universe. Like, I want that to the universe, and why isn't it happening? So now I'm just like, you know, well, whereas when I would do it before I knew what I was doing, I would just be like, oh, that would be nice, but then I wouldn't put pressure on it. But now, because I'm conscious of what I'm doing, I now struggle more with I now struggle more with just letting go of control. Which is something that I working on doing better at. But also another thing with manifesting. So basically what manifesting is, it's basically understanding that you create whatever life you want to have. We're all connected through energy. And so whatever energy we put out is what we'll get. So whatever you focus on the most is what you'll get. So, and I realized that one of the things that I was doing without even knowing was I would think so much about something that I don't want. And I'll be like, I don't want to, like, for example, like, I don't want to fail this test. I don't want to fail this test. And I would give myself, so in this situation, I would give myself so much anxiety about failing the test that even if I actually studied, and then when I get to the test, I would literally just like freeze. And like, I'd be like, I don't know the answer. So when you're constantly thinking of that, and when you're constantly in that fear mentality, like, I don't want to date somebody who lies. I don't want to date somebody who lies. What you're actually doing is, without knowing it, you're actually calling that energy towards you even more. And so you have to focus on only the things that you want. So only the positive things that you want. Let me know if you guys have any more questions, or if there's anything that you feel like I didn't explain to the full length. Just let me know in the comments section, and I am always down to talk more about the topic based on you guys' questions. So whatever you want to know, if you want me to continue, if you want me to clarify something, please just let me know in the comments section, and I will read all the comments and respond. Yeah, so see you guys in the next video.